Hello, YouTube. It is Holy Saturday, the day before Easter, and in our house we celebrate the Jewish holidays and the Christian holidays. And so we had a Seder dinner earlier this week with 25 of our extended family on Jeff's side. Excuse me. And today, I'm celebrating Easter a little bit early with you guys. Tomorrow we'll have like brunch for the three of us. Usually we have brunch with a bunch of people at the house. Obviously, that will not be happening. But you know who is here? I'm going to show you. That guy. See that guy? He's a nice guy. That's Levi. Anyway, so I read something this morning that I thought was really lovely, and just to paraphrase it and give you the basic idea of it, it was saying that as we feel a little, I don't know if hopeless is the right word, but down and definitely not normal, what we're used to. And we see these empty streets and empty sidewalks and empty stadiums and empty theaters and all of that, and we feel like it's the end of the world. And we tell ourselves, it looks like the end of the world. What I read, it said, instead of seeing it like that, think of it as the truest sense of love, of people who are staying inside to protect our parents and our grandparents and people with underlying conditions and the most vulnerable among us, that we've all done this together, and that it really is probably the greatest showing of world solidarity that we've ever seen. And in that way, thinking of those empty streets as representing love as opposed to representing fear and the end of the world. I just thought that was lovely. So that. Also, I've noticed in the house, everyone has a zone, right? So Mr. Rosenberg's zone is what used to be known as my chair, because that's where he does a lot of his work from when he has to be on these Zoom calls and extended phone calls during the week. On the weekend, he kind of slides into the dining room. Bob is in his room. Sometimes he goes into the living room to play video games or talk to his friends on the phone. I am in one zone, and this is it. This is it. You're looking at it. It's my side of the bed. I have the window open, so I feel a little bit connected to the outside world, but I'm not. And I have, this guy. Usually he's right. This is his zone right here on this side of the bed. Teddy is actually down there. You can't see him. He wasn't up for coming on the bed today for some reason. But anyway, so yeah, this is where I spend like 90% of the day. It's been raining here the last few days. It's finally nice outside, so hopefully I'll go out and take a walk, because I feel like I'm just turning into jello by not moving around very much. My friend Jennifer has made masks for Bob and I. Mr. Rosenberg already has one that someone made for him. So I'm going there in my crazy looking stagecoach robber situation that I have, and get to pick up my nice, new, lovely handmade mask. And The gloves I'm wearing when I go outside are ones that I think usually just come with hair dye. That you're, we're doing the best we can. So anyway, I have continued to write in my pandemic journal, the one that says working hard at killing it all day, every day. And it started mostly as just like a list of things I was doing during the day. And now has become a little more about feelings. And I read this article about keeping a journal in the pandemic and, reading it later and generations to come. And it's like, that's way too much. That's great if you can do that and go for it. For me, it's a little too much pressure, especially like as a writer. I always feel pressure just like filling out a birthday card, like I'm supposed to do something like, oh, I'm a writer, it's supposed to be great. And usually it's just like, I love you, which is pretty much the best thing you can hear anyway. But so I finally started talking about feelings and that kind of stuff and feeling less tied up about it. Once I realized, like, no, I have no intention of sharing it or passing it along to generations. But yeah, took the pressure off. I still am operating with my list of, getting one thing done a day. If I get 2 things done off the list a day, that's wildly extra credit. And then, of course, the computer, which is the other window to the outside world. And I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, except for that I'm glad you're all there, out there. And thanks for sharing a little time with me and Levi. I think we all just really want to look at Levi. He's handling this better than anyone I know, really. He's pretty happy that we're all home all the time. Ooh, getting a little chesty there. Anyway, so I hope you can spend your day in this type of vibe. That's what I'm hoping for you. And anyway, it really is Saturday, even though every morning I think most of us wake up and we have no idea what day it is, and it doesn't really matter anyway. But tomorrow's Easter, so we'll do with that something nice. Okay. Love you guys.